It's your birthday. Hello, Jeremy. Today is your birthday, as previously stated, and I thought I'd tell a story to the subscribers, all one of you at this point. Please press the subscribe button up in the top if you're watching this. Please. Please. Anyway, I thought I'd tell a story for our audience of a time that we shared together, a good time amongst friends. So there was a time at our previous college that we would go out most Monday nights and do what most college kids do, play The Ground is Lava. So what that consists of is we would run around on a playset pretending that the ground is lava. Yes, we are as dumb as it sounds. Anyway, this particular night though, we had a large group of people that were interested in accompanying us on this adventure, and we decided, well, too many to play ground is lava, let's play tag instead. Now, Jeremy and I are different tag players. Jeremy is what they call good at tag, and I am what they call adequate. Now, Jeremy and I, while playing tag, we saw this little watchtower place at the beach we were at, and decided, well, we will run up there and take cover so the tagger can only find those that are on the ground. And while we ran up, what we did not realize is that there were two people that were romantically involved, also up on this particular watchtower area. Now, they had something else. There was a third element to this relationship. The man, the woman, and a fishbowl full of moonshine. Now, this particular group of people, they had been drinking the moonshine and were at this point rather inebriated. So as we went up, we realized that this group of people, these two people, three if you include the moonshine, were up there, and they were rather happy to see us, even though we had never met them in our entire lives. We weren't really sure what to do, because at this point we were stuck up there with them, and we could not run back down because the tagger was near. After a little bit of hiding, the tagger begins to come up the stairs because they have heard us, and during this time we decide that we have made a very bad decision of hiding up there, but we are stuck at this point because there's only one stairs going up to this area. So we decided we will run around one of the sides as the tagger runs around the other. And as they do that, we'll bloop, 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 on out to safety. Now, this was a great plan had we not taken into account Vaja, the female moonshiner. As we begin to run around to the side, Vaja decides to team up with the female that is the tagger, namely Kristen Pinkerton, and she decided to help out some. Give some assistance to the tagger. Which leads me to my first point, and probably only point. Who helps the tagger? Nobody helps the tagger. Nobody helps the tagger. Anyway, we come running around the side, and she begins to barricade herself onto the railing. Now, what happens here is she does a little too late, and Jeremy gets through, but in this getting through, his elbow just... the fishbowl. Granted, it was a plastic fishbowl. Moonshine and plastic begin to fall from the sky. Plop. In our excitement, we had no idea this happened. I then was stuck by Vaja and tagged. However, we begin to hear things get rather quiet down beneath us. So we all walked down. There was a particularly large man, large as in muscular, who was not too pleased about the liquids that had fallen from the sky in a plastic fishbowl. He begins to ask questions of Jeremy. He says, "Have you been drinking?" Now Jeremy honestly says, "No, I have not been drinking." Then this muscular man says, "Have you alerted the authorities that you've been drinking?" This was an interesting question, because who in their right mind is underage drinking and telling the cops that they're doing it? I digress. We had not been drinking, though. So again, we say, well, we're not drinking, so we didn't need to alert the authorities. Now, this particular muscular man, his dog that was with him, didn't really understand the difference between water and moonshine, so the dog begins to look it up. Good thing for us, the muscular man did not realize it. But I'm interested to see what happened to that dog. The two that were clearly inebriated began to walk down the stairs. Now, it was obvious that these two had been drinking. So this muscular man asks us, "Do you know these people?" Now, whereas we did know that her name was Vaja, we didn't know them. He doesn't really believe us and decides he's going to walk away. He, his very fit wife, and his hopefully inebriated dog begin to walk away. Not very far, though. After a couple minutes, we finish up our game of tag, and we decide, it's probably a good idea to get away from these people that are threatening to call the cops on us. So we start running over to the other side of the beach we were at, and as we're doing this, some of the most infamous words of Kristen Pinkertondom, sure, were uttered. "Thanks, Vaja!" Thanks, Vaja. We have just completely convinced a man that could easily tear us limb from limb that we have no idea who these people are and that we are not inebriated. And she yells up to them, "Thanks, Vaja." Then, to top it off, Vaja yells back, "Welcome!" In our 18, 19-year-old minds, we literally just heard our death. Luckily, though, we were fine. But Jeremy, happy birthday. Hope this brought back some good memories for you, and thanks, Vaja. See you on Tuesday.